Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton for EMS Now. I'm here at SMT in Nuremberg and I'm joined by Thorsten Niermeyer from Koyoung. Thorsten, good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. We've talked for some time over the last year about closed loop. Let's kind of round that off, close that off if you like. What's the product been doing in the market? How well has it been accepted? And how's it been working with a number of different print suppliers?
Yeah, it's been accepted in the market. It's working very well. I think that's what it is about. It's not just about the show and demonstrating it here. We've got a number of solutions in the field. People are seeing that their process is being homed in and being kept stable. That's what closed loop is all about. Hands off for the operator, automated correction, and yes, it's proven in the field now.
Okay.
And I think that's what we wanted to see. That's why we started with the product.
Yeah, and in terms of the way they've measured the performance indicators that they've put upon the product, what kind of improvement have they said they've seen? Are they doing less cleans? Are they doing less adjustment?
Yeah, I think because it's a trend detection and an automatic trend correction, you're not seeing as many defects, you're not seeing as many outliers, but like you said, also the number of cleaning instances have reduced, particularly when you have paste offset. It's off the pad, it would lead to solder balls on the board after soldering, so that's where you would want to make sure it is cleaned before or not soldered. So that's why, yes, the reduction of actual wiping and cleaning operations is reduced.
Yeah, and it's become so much more of a data-driven business. It's not about go, no go anymore by any means. It's about communicating. The print machines were a natural neighbour to connect and talk to, but there are other things up and down the line. What's next?
Yeah, well, what is next is to talk to the placement machines because they're next in line. We have the feed forward in place, talking about paste offset, allowing the placement machine to actually place the component into the paste rather than onto the nominal position on the pads, which will, for the smaller components, lead to improved solder conditions, less tombstoning and so on. And yeah, the line continues. We have pre-reflow AOI being able to communicate to the placement machine as feedback about actual placement offset. Yeah. We have the reflow oven, and that's where the next project is coming along, talking about profiling the oven, integrating that not only with the paste, but definitely with a post-reflow AOI, which again does measurement, solder volume measurement, and will be able to link in and correlate the data. And that's what we're demonstrating here as well, intelligent link of all these data sets, correlating, and as we are the measurement people, we have not only data, we have 2D and 3D images, so the operator at the end of the line can look at a paste volume as well as a solder joint volume, and I think that's what is key here, to see cause and effect, and have the possibility
and
to
provide solution, provide information back.
Feedback to the process.
And it's not just about the feedback, it's the stored information as well that provides traceability. I know here in Germany, for example, automotive is driving perhaps the traceability desires.
Yeah, huge. I mean, traceability is key, so everything is recorded to barcodes. You can recall the data months and years later to see how much volume was there. And if you have a latent defect, you can still see the volume, warning that you had or being close to your limits. And I think that's what it's all about, to over the time, whether it's a short period of time like the closed loop, or if the long period of time, getting returns from the field, to be able to make adjustments to your process and say, no, it is proven now a year later that was not sufficient amount of solder volume, we need to adjust our tolerances. And that's what is the ability to allow the customer using this massive amount of data in a very intelligent way, and that's where we come in and visualize everything.
And that requires a huge amount of communication, not just in terms of electronic communication, but at management level and at R&D level between you, suppliers of print machine, AOI, and your machine's going to appear in a lot of different line configurations. Are you finding now that the industry really is keen to collaborate and talk together to get the best solution for the end user?
Well, at the moment, it's more or less time to market, I think, driven by the customers who are willing to take this on board and willing to pay for the solution as well. I think they at the moment are asking for one-to-one solutions. So
right.
can you work with vendor X or Y? However, yes, I think there will have to be standardization, which will be huge in difficulty because you're talking every vendor in this business here. But yes,
and some very big software players that have got to
would like
come together and
exactly
get involved.
Bring everybody together on their platform. Yes, we're collaborating with a number of people. We're collaborating with software integrators there as well. And we'll have to see how the best solution will
come out. And I can see that there's a clear benefit in terms of lean manufacturing, which is going to play really strongly here in the German market, where lean has been really a key to being competitive. What about elsewhere in Europe? What about Poland, Italy, the Ukraine, some of the lower cost environments? Are they demanding the same amount of traceability and the same amount of data?
Well, in the places where we are in with our measurement solutions, those would be typically the higher end manufacturers in those territories. Yes, we do see that those are coming along, not quite as strongly as we do see it here in Germany, France, and so on. But yes, the automotive people, regardless of where they are, demanding this, and yes, certainly other suppliers of medical or aviation equiment. Yes.
Yeah. We're just getting to the end of the kind of spring exhibition season. We're here this week. We're in Shanghai next week. We were in California a few weeks ago, and then we've kind of got this hiatus before the big shows of the autumn, particularly Productronica this year. What are we going to be seeing in terms of new development during that time and new products coming to market, maybe in Shenzhen or in Munich later this year?
Well, we're focusing on the data integration, our data server between our 3D AOI and the 3D SPI will be fully functional over the summer and will be deployed, so seeing that integrated there. As you know, we started with the 3D AOI last year, so that's been, had a good acceptance in the market, and we're very busy with it. Installations and sales are going well, and now we see the customers more and more pushing for this data integration, so that's going to be the big driver for us, refining the solutions as well. But at the moment, we've got a very stable platform in terms of the shadow-free inspection. That's always been our mantra, and we keep on perfecting it. There's new graphical user interfaces. Windows 7 is the driver, because Windows XP is now gone, and people have to replace those computers in their environment. So those are the refinements we're doing. But key is the data integration and the intelligent linking up of all those data.
Absolutely, it's that constantly listening to the customer, constantly tweaking and adding features that they want. That's the key. Fantastic. Thorsten, good luck with the show. I hope you have a good week, and thank you very much for stopping by.
Philip, always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.